Round of Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past randomizer. I am Retrovisions. We are streaming live tonight on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. We took Saturday off. A little bit of regrouping. Some stuff I had to work out on the back end over here. But we are back tonight with another Zelda seed. Hope everybody's ready for it tonight. There we go. We got everything up and running. It's one of the few times things are actually working the way they're supposed to, and I'm greatly appreciative of that tonight. So we have ourselves set up this evening with the eggplant, like usual. Like usual, this is another Triforce seed, 20 pieces to unlock the Triforce. So that's what we'll be doing this evening. We've had two amazing seeds in a row, so I would believe that we're due for a troll seed. Thus the name of our seed this evening, because we are overdue. I just don't know which item is going to get us tonight. The lamp usually gets us pretty well. The mirror sometimes gets us, but let's be honest, it's usually the lamp. The lamp or the hook shot or the bow usually gets us almost every time. So that's what we're going to work on this evening. Hopefully early lamp, early dark world access would be nice. We're not worrying about all 7 crystals. And we're getting ready to kick off. We'll do the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll start like we always do at the house and see what we have. Early heart piece. Another thing about our seeds, everyone is sword assured. So we will always start off with a sword. Just makes it a little bit easier to get going. So we're just going to head up here through the back end of the hole that we dropped down early in the seed. We're going to see what our father has for us this evening, as well as what's in the chest. Early 5 rupees is nice, and early shovel. So that's the one thing we didn't do tonight, was take my seed and drop it in the tracker. So we're going to do that real quick. We'll just create the eggplant, drop that in, create the tracker for this evening. Let's see here, there we go. And there's our shuffle, so we are good to go. You guys can keep track at home, keep score of what we find or don't find this evening. And our father this evening will be giving us another heart piece. So 1 shovel, 2 heart pieces, and off to the castle we go, headed towards the dungeon, see what they have for us this evening. And early on we have 6 rupees, so long way to go to get to 100 for the merchant. And early bombs would be nice, so we'll see if we can get a hold of those. And we're just going to take it from there. We'll be looking at the map later in the sea to see where we're at and where we're going. Let's see here. So yeah, so this evening is just going to be a casual playthrough. High score, a quick speed run time is nice, but it's not required. We're just enjoying ourselves. Hopefully everybody's got a good beverage this evening. Grab some snacks and a comfy place on the couch to watch the seed. I got my bottle of water right next to me. We're all set to go. And we're just going to see what we come up with. A little bloodlust early on in the seed, just to see if we can get a couple extra rupees out of this. Kind of wondering where we're going to get bombs, since it's not striking me as much of a bomb progression. But we do have our keys early on. That's the third heart piece of the dungeon, or the castle. And we're going to head down and see what's hiding in the chest before we decide if we're going to go further or not. Usually we don't get the opportunity to do the back of escape this early on, but we can hope. There's another 5 rupees. So kind of quiet seed to begin with. We're not getting any crazy items, crazy money, or any real progression. Kind of disappointed we haven't got any real progression yet, but so we got 100 rupees, so we have enough for the merchant. Still no bombs, and we gotta make a decision. Are we gonna be going and doing the merchant, or do we want to progress, get some bombs? Okay, we got flippers, so fake flipper is not gonna be an option this seed. Makes life a little easier doing the waterfall cave and hobo. So now we are headed towards, let's do lumberjack and magic mushroom, see what we have on offer. See if we can get some early bombs. That way I don't have to decide between 50 rupees for bombs or 100 for the merchant. So we're just going to head up here real quick. See what they give us today. Hopefully I don't need to double back. Okay, we're going to be doubling back. Okay, that'll be a thing. So let's just take a look at the map real quick. See what we're dealing with this evening. And we have crystals up on the mountain, crystals sitting in eastern, and pendants sitting in the desert. So, okay. Let's see, we're gonna have an interesting go. So we are gonna want to find boots tonight. Boots could be the magic item that ends up trolling us, because that flute would definitely make things move a lot faster. Oh, there's our bomb. Cool. That bomb will make the difference, because I can just go back and use that to form other bombs. So one bomb will turn into 4, etc., etc. Make my life a little bit easier. And let's see what we get down here. And a first Triforce piece of the night. So a slow go. My goal is always to get out of the village with at least 5 pieces of the Triforce. If I don't, so be it. But my goal is to get at least 5 pieces in. So now we just head down to the village. Remembering that we do have options for, we do have the option for the shovel, so we do need to go and see what we can dig up today out of, by Flute Boy. I'm just going to do the bomb part first, that way we have plenty of bombs for the rest of this village. Might as well just take the opportunity right now and see what we come up with. Like I said, try not to be greedy with things. Okay, we got 4 bombs here. We'll do one more row. Otherwise I would have spent 50 rupees on 10. But this is an easy way to get 8 free ones out of the deal. And now we can do the rest of the village without any big concerns about running out of supplies. So the first place we're going to go, I'm going to head up to Thieves' Hangout. See what we have hiding in the basement. This will be 5 checks. So we should be good with this for a little bit. Last 2 seeds have been averaging out right around an hour. And I expect this one to go long because I'm overdue for something that's quite difficult. Okay, we got Bombos. That's nice. 50 more rupees. That would have offset my farming that I just did. Heart piece. That puts us at 4 hearts. And no major progression for as weaponry or items we can use to attack anything. The bow is locking us out of Eastern Palace, which also will lock us out of Pod. That's a 20 spot of rubies. So we'll get back here. 30 Triforce piece. So a pretty solid start. Not as amazing as other seeds I've done, but not everyone can be amazing. There's the Master Sword. So we're already making progress in that department. It's going to make fighting enemies a lot easier. One thing I always do is check on Pot Chicken. So off we go to see Pot Chicken, see how he's doing this evening. Pot Chicken! There's Pot Chicken. Pot Chicken's doing very well this evening. Off to the Merchant. Merchant gives us another Triforce piece. Very nice. Now we swing down here and see what we got going on with Bomb Chicken. Place the bomb, grab a chicken, try to throw it through a wall. Oh, okay, I'll take that. I'll take that as a chicken through a wall, even though it's not 100% through the wall. For me, that's pretty good. No bottles early in the seed, so Sick Kid is out of the question. Another heart piece. We're already up to 6 already, so we're well on our way. Can't do anything else in the village. We'll check library. We already know we have to come back for the flute on Lumberjack, so see what we get up on here. 5 rupees, I'm not worried about the nickel. Won't be coming back for that anytime soon. But we just make a mental note that the flute is on Lumberjack. And we're going to have to come back and deal with that later on. We still have Back of Escape to still do later on in the scene once we get a lamp. Or if we get a glove. Okay, that's the 6th piece of the puzzle. I love it when they give away trash like that. No magic in this siege, surprisingly. Plenty of arrows, but no magic. Go figure. Once we get past over here, we're going to head to the grasslands. Part of our normal routine. Oh yeah, you want to follow me up there. I have a Master Sword. You don't want to mess with me right now. Another heart piece. So we are going to head now to the grasslands. We'll be able to do Mini Moldorf. We'll do Fake Ice Rod. We'll get a look at what's on Magic Floating Island. I don't know why I did that. I don't have the glove to get around that. And we're just going to head over to the grasslands and see what we have in the water depot this evening. The water depot makes life so much easier. We'll get 1 check inside the depot. We'll get 1 check in the pond. When we drain the pond. Then we have 5, I think, in Mini Moldorf and 1 at Fake Ice Rod. So we got about 7 or 8 checks we got early on. Another heart piece. And now we'll see what's hiding cleverly in the pond. Wouldn't mind another weapon of some type, whether a boomerang or something better. So let's see what we come up with. Depending on what we find, dictates what my next play is going to be. Here's the 7th Triforce piece. So, well on our way already. Trying to think. Well, we have flippers, so if we save up enough money, we can go up to Goodwill, see what's in Goodwill and what's on the Goodwill ledge. Take my little bit of magic. Not going to worry about the one single rupee. But here we go. We got 5 checks. Let's get something good. We got 1 Triforce piece, some bombs. Hey, there's our boots. Early boots are going to be the big help right now. So, one step closer to Lumberjack. Lamp is probably the only thing keeping us from Lumberjack at this point. Because if we didn't have the lamp issue, we would have enough to do Aga right now. But now we just gotta wait it out. 25 rupees from that. Still no glove, still no, let's see what we get up in here. So, like I said, those boots are going to come in handy because now we can... Let me think. What can we do now? We can go back and fake flipper. Well, I don't need a fake flipper, but... Take the rupees. Okay, so a couple of things I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to check Floating Island before I come back down to go to the Waterfall Cave. Just out of curiosity what I'm working with. It's always good to know when I have a spare Triforce piece hanging out someplace. A single rupee, I am not interested in that. And I'm just going to head up to Waterfall Cave and see what we have up there. And in we go. So we're doing things a little bit differently tonight. We're already halfway through the seed. Just because we're halfway through the seed doesn't mean this is going to go quickly. And since I'm here, I will double dip Goodwill just to see what's on the ledge. See if I want to do this now. I'll come back later for it. Hammer. I will take hammer. Hammer is a great find to find right now. And so I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to grab that real quick. And we'll figure out where we're going to go with after that, because that is halfway to Dark World access. So we did all I'm going to do here, save and quit. We're going to go back into our house and we're going to do Hobo to see what Hobo has for us. So once again, Lumberjack has the flute that we'll have to come back to later on. So Lamp is what's keeping us away from that. And I just gotta think now, where do we want to go? What's the play that we want to make at the moment? Go up this way and around and put the brakes on there. Head up to Hobo. Flute is keeping us off of off the mountain since I don't have gloves. So the mountain is completely locked at the moment. No moon pearl, no mirror. So no access to the dark world in any shape or form. And well, another heart piece. So right now I think the play will be headed towards Easton. I don't have the boat and lamp to finish Easton, but the hut will have 3 checks for us, and there'll be some checks in the hut will have 3 checks, and then Easton Palace is going to have a bunch of checks. So I think that's the best place to begin. So that's where we're going to head up to. Like I said, the hut will have 3. A little bit of magic. I'm not going to worry about the magic right now. We do have the bombs to handle this. Misery Meyer has the green pendant. Not sure I really want to go through all that. This is a little bit better than Skull Woods. Another medallion and fire rod. I want to say it was those 2 that we got. Nope, it was the other one. So we'll just swap that over real quick. And we'll be able to head into Easton Palace. Fire rod is a light source, and if I look up the map for dark room access for dark room access for Back of Escape, I theoretically could do that. It won't be the prettiest thing, and I would have to spend about 5 minutes pulling up the maps and all, but you really think you want a piece of this. So into Easton we go. We'll see if we get any progression inside. Vanilla bow would be nice. Moon Pearl would be out of the world for me right now. So we're going to see what we get over here. And since we do have the boost, this goes a lot quicker. Another Triforce piece. And that's the thing you always got to keep in mind. This is not a full 100% of the game. It's just Triforce piece hunt. So although I like to try and complete everything, I got to remember that is not what we're trying to do tonight. That's not what we try to do most nights. Okay, coming through here. Head down, we'll check the one chest over here. I'm hoping this is going to be a big key. But it's going to be 1 item. So we're going to get 2 items out of this, possibly 3. And we're loaded up on arrows. We're just looking for a lowly bow now, so we can finish out the... we just need a bow to help us out. So let's see what we get here. Plenty of bombs. I like that. I'll take the bombs any day of the week. Here's the map. So we got 1 item and 1 item and one third of what's going to be available to us. I want to say what's coming up next is going to be the big key, because that logically makes sense to me. Because we can't get in the chest and we can't get into the back part of this dungeon without it. Let's get in the door. Well, we got something. Usually I'm better at this than I'm presenting tonight. But we got the key. Now we just come down here. Get through this door here. And this one's going to either be... Well, I still think this is going to be the big key. Nothing else makes sense. Nothing else makes sense. Come back here, you. Come back here, you. I'm just going to sneak by here, get the 2 hearts. And big key it is. I figured that was coming. Got lucky on that. And like I said, now we're just going to do the chest. If the chest is progression, great. If not, then I'm going to bounce out. Because there is nothing else I can do over here at the moment. And the answer is a heart piece. So there is nothing I'm going to do with that. Okay, let me think. I don't want to do Aga. I don't want to get involved in Aga right now. Let me just check my items. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, I didn't mark off the hammer, but the hammer really doesn't open much for me at the moment. The fire rod is a light source. I don't have access to... I don't have Dark World access. Okay. Where do I want to go? That's the question. That's the $65,000 question. Where do we go right now? You know what? Let's check Desert. Desert has one check I can do, one check I can double check to see what I'm working with this evening. So Bomb Cave is going to be something for us to look at. We'll see what's on the Desert Ledge. And may it be something worthwhile. That's what I'm hoping. And we'll just take it from there. I don't have the glove, so any glove progression is not within my scope of practice at the moment. But maybe this will be something, because I don't have too many plays at the moment. Okay, let's see what we get. Answer is glove. Okay, we have backwards Dark World access. So we have access to the Dark World, but we don't have access to the Dark World with the Moon Pearl and the Mirror. So close but no cigar, but that does get us to the mountain though, and I'm okay with that. And we have 300 rupees up on the desert, so I'm not worried about that ledge. So I'll grab my hearts real quick, and then we are off to the mountain. Best option I have at the moment. In some ways, that's the only option we have, really, since I don't have the ability to do back of escape. No, actually, you know what? I said that. Let's do back of escape. I may have to double dip it later on, but at least I have access to it. And I can do back of escape, and I can do, what's the other thing I can do right now? We have Bonk Cave also available to us. So let's check here, and then we'll do Bonk Cave, and then we'll do the mountain. Okay, that was slightly progressive. It's telling me I'm hiding something still in the back of escape. And that's going to be something I'm going to have to contemplate coming back for later on. Whether it's a good weapon for us or if it's another piece of the Triforce, which I doubt. We got too many of those already. We got two out of back of escape. I'm not going to get a third one. Even I know not to be that greedy. Okay. So now we're going to head up the mountain. We got one check. One check we can do right off the bat that I can think of. Get my pieces back. If I get the lamp, I can do... lamp opens up a lot. At least I think it opens up a couple of things that I can do. Let's see, where's my right turn at Albuquerque? There we go. Up a little more, up a little more. There we go. Picked up the old man. Now we just head back. Let's see here. Over a little bit. And then down, and then up, over, down, over, and out. So, I'm getting better with the mountain, at least in the dark. And all that for a bottle. So that kind of put, what's his name back into it? Sick Kid. So Sick Kid may have something for me after all. I don't have hook shot, so hook shot progression is not going to be doable. The item that I would like is the lamp or the moon pearl. Both of those would yield me something of use. I do have access to both sides of the mountain, since I have the hammer. But I don't have access to that part of the mountain because I don't have the mirror. Oh, the double-edged sword that is. Now, what do I have available to me in the dark world on this side of the mountain? I don't think there is much. We'll check the ledge up here to see what's on Mount Ledge. And we get a heart piece. Yeah, we're going to become the peach, which is kind of like a harmless peach, honestly. And that should be Bonk Cave. Yeah, that's not going to help us. Since I don't have a lamp, Sick Kid is the only play I can think that I really want to be doing at the moment. Doesn't mean there's not other options, but I'm trying to save the bad ones for the very end of this game. So we're just going to swing through here, head over to Sick Kid. I don't have magic powers, so magic bat's out of the question. Let's see what Sick Kid has for us. Please let it be progression. Progression, progression, progression. Form of progression. Now, did this guy ever give us anything for catching him in the past? I don't remember if he does or not. I don't remember if he gives us anything for catching him. I don't remember him ever giving us anything for that. No, that didn't help me at all. Let's see. Trying to figure out where I'm going to get rupees from right now. Because if I get 255 rupees from whatchamacallit, from the glitch, that will put me close to the 500 I need. And like I said, I'm just trying to come up with an easy play for me to get enough to do because Goodwill's gonna have something for me, I'm hoping. Okay, we can go backwards in this. And if I'm doing this, I'm gonna go pull up the map real quick. Because I am not good enough with this yet. Let's see here. Let's pull up the map for back of escape. Back of escape, back of escape. Okay, where is the link? There's the link. Link, link, link. And since I'm backdooring my way in here, it should go a little bit smoother because... maybe not. Okay. Okay guys, let's give this a go, see what we get. Okay, now we just head through the water. As long as I'm in the water, I should be mostly safe. Okay, I know what I did wrong. So now I gotta go back. And one of these rats up here, if I don't die in the process, it's going to give me a key. Okay, you're going to give me a heart. Now, where is the last one that's going to give me... Okay. Somebody just gave me a key. Good. Like I said, I am not good at this at all, but... and this is going to get me into that back door. And from there, I head down a little bit. That's on. Okay. Couple of steps. Okay, Moon Pearl. That was a little bit of a struggle, but we did get the Moon Pearl, all that. Okay, so that opens up a bit more for me. I can backdoor into the Dark World now from Sanctuary. And I know that wasn't pretty, and I do apologize, but it did the job. So we're going to head over here now to the Dark World, see what we have going on over there. Best play I can make at the moment. I don't have access to the gold glove yet, so we're just going to have to go the long way. And that whole hammer thing that I came up with earlier, finally going to pay off. So we're just going to come this way and around like this. And like I said, we're just backdooring our way into the Dark World. Got a couple of good checks to do in the Dark World. Easy right through there. And now we're just gonna, let me see, 213 rupees. We'll do this real quick. This doesn't take much effort on our part. We'll get a free item out of it, because usually we get something good back on this. Hey, there's the gold glove. Told you we'd get something good out of here. So we have the gold glove. The rest of Dark World is pretty much open to us, to our bidding. Places I will want to check. Shin Cave is open. Shin Cave should be able to give us, what, 5 more checks? And a second bottle. So we'll put both bottles up there because I forgot the first one. Trying to think. But still short a mirror. And that is still a problem for us, or for me. So we're going to have to figure out that mirror situation at some point. Don't know where we're going to get a mirror from. But we did get a first look at, well, we could do Kermit the Frog, but that's going to be a trip to do Kermit the Frog. So, we could do the dig game. We'll knock out the dig game real quick. Now, most of the time, I would just go start with Kermit. But I'm hoping I'm overdue for something good out of this, because I can't remember the last time I ever did get anything good out of this. We can make some rupees on this while I'm at it. Get some good. Ice rod. That's a nice rod to pull out of there. Yep, time for me to go. I made money on this and I got an ice rod. Not gonna complain. I'm gonna check where Flute Boy is to see if he has anything for me. If not, we'll come back up and we'll do we'll go back and we'll do Kermit the Frog and see what he has for us. Misery Maya has the green one. Ice Powers has one. I'm not going to Ice Powers. 2 places I'm not going. Okay, Magic Cape is available to us. So Bumper Cave is now an option. So, okay, so how do I want to play this? I don't have the mirror. I can't do, I could do King's Tomb right now. So I might do that. I might do that in the path of Kermit the Frog. Well, Kermit the Frog is going to be going on a little field trip because without the mirror, I need to do a whole field trip anyway. So I might as well take him along with me. We're gonna go check. We're gonna go check on Bumper Cave to see what Bumper Cave looks like. Bumpy Cave may or may not have anything for us. Bumpy Cave has half magic. Let's think. Do we want to do that? Let's see. Okay, can't do that with him, so we're just going to head down south. I don't think there's anything else I can do right now, so save and quit. We'll go back to the sanctuary. We'll drop off Kermit the Frog, and we'll see what where we go next. Don't have an answer for where we go next. I'm a mirror away from going into the mountain. A hook shot would be great. The mirror would be great. Lamp would be optional to me at this point. We did Back of Escape with it. Without it, we did Up to the Mountain without it. So we did quite a bit without the lamp. That still puts us short on goodwill. Don't have the ability to do Aga by myself. But what I can do right now is I could do Thieves Town. That's quite doable for me. I'm not doing Skullwoods. Nope. That's one thing you'll know about me. I do not do that, and I barely want to go into Ice Shroud. Now, I will do Ice Shroud any day of the week over going to Skullwoods. I just have a dislike for that dungeon to the point where I can do the rest of this. I know I can do the rest of this without it. Just a matter of figuring out where I need to go. So I can do Thieves right now. So let's go do Thieves. That should be an easy enough dungeon for me to knock out. First one up. Tempered Sword. Not what I'm looking for. We'll see what we get on this one. So definitely not what we're looking for to help us out here. We've stalled out at 14. Stalled out at 14 pieces already. Now we just check out these two before we figure out where I'm going to go. Fully loaded still on arrows, but no sign of the bow. There should be a key, I think. Okay, heart piece. I still think there's got to be something hiding in here for us. Another piece. I can't imagine there not being a Triforce piece in this dungeon. Okay, so we just took care of him real quick. Now we should have what? A hammer chest that I can still get into. We We're going to struggle over here for sure. We always struggle over here. But if we're doing a single... There we go. We made it through there safely. That's about as safe as I'll ever make it through that one. Not going to worry about a bomb I can't carry. And we're also 3 rupees away from... we're 3 rupees away from making it to Goodwill. Perhaps this will be the one time Goodwill actually gives us something useful. And I can definitely scrub up another couple of rupees out of Goodwill. So, topped off my arrows if they weren't already topped off to begin with. And the map. So the back of this mess is going to hopefully have something for us. Actually, I'll look right now. We have still 1 chest that we still have to look for. The big chest we still have down in the dungeon. There'll probably be one for the keys. That wasn't my shining moment of idiocy. We should be able to still... Should be able to at least get at least 1 more heart and try to build myself up a little bit. If we get 1 more item, I think we bounce out of this. I don't see a reason to stick around and fight this boss. I have to come back for the key. The key will give us something, I'm sure. That's a bomb. That doesn't help me. Pick up a couple. Pick her up. So now we can at least now head and see what the last chest has to offer. Please let it be something worthwhile. So that means she's going to have something for us. Not what I wanted to see. I don't really want to fight her with 4 hearts only. That is not what I really want to be doing. I definitely don't want to fight with 3 hearts either. And I don't want to fight with 1 heart. And I'm not going to fight her. That might come back to bite me in the rear end, but at this point I don't think I was in a healthy enough shape to fight her anyway. So I don't think that was a great loss. Now we'll just shin cave it. We'll go back, we'll get Dark World access, and then we'll just go look at Shin Cave and see what else we have available to us. Best options we have at the moment. Like I said, we started off strong, and now we're just in the what I call the lull. The slow point before we get to whatever's going to actually get us over the finish line. Like I said, if we had the lamp, if we had the bow, if we had trying to think what else. Yeah, I think the lamp and the mirror are the 2 pieces to this puzzle that if I come across, I would venture to almost say it's go mode, because I think everything outside of hookshot, I think we can BS our way through. And that's kind of where I'm thinking, maybe. Well, I can't do the chest really until I have the mirror. I mean, I could do it, but it would be a pain in the rear end to do right now. And if I can avoid doing that for a little bit longer, I do have full access now to the Dark World anyway. So with full Dark World access, I can do Shin Cave, I can go up to Catfish. I think where else can I go? I'm trying to think where else would I want to go right now. So this should be what, 5 checks roughly? Yep, this is 5 checks, so come on, give me something good. This is all not helping me. Shin Cave was a dud. However, does that happen? That never happens. But that's why you play the game. You don't know what's coming next. So I'm just gonna head up north, up to where Catfish is. See what Catfish has for us. And we're gonna play from there. Don't have a lot of good plays at the moment. But we'll go up this way and we'll see what we have. We'll make something work. Putting a lot of care into the idea that Catfish is going to have the magical item for us. Being this healthy, I would have been able to go in there and fight what's her name. And I probably should have just taken it in there, because I think she stays in there after you put her in there. Okay, Catfish gave us 1 piece. So, I guess we could do... Oh, I don't like my options. Goodwill? Goodwill. Not my number 1 option right now. If I go up to Goodwill, Goodwill's not my number 1 option, but it will get us 1 check. I can do the chest and come back over here and check with the guy. That's a possibility. Trying to think what else I can do right now that would be a relatively smart move. I don't have magic. That doesn't open up anything for me. Can't do magic bat, can't do anything. Hookshot not available to me. If I had hookshot, I could do the back half of the mountain. I'd be able to get to the other side of the mountain. The boomerang. Boomerang does nothing for me that I know of. Not sure where I want to go. Mirror and lamp. And I'll be honest with you, I think I could live without the lamp at this point. Mirror would be my number one want at this point. So I would go back to the Dark World, I guess. I have full access to the Dark World. I can do the pyramid. I went a long ass way around everything to avoid doing that, apparently. And doing pyramid now would negate the idea of me earlier wanting to do Agar. Because Agar would have opened me up on that side of the mountain anyway. Of the temple, and so that saves me from having to do that. One less hunt, I would assume. No green book, so that doesn't open up any of the tablets for me. I don't know why I went the long way. I have access to everything at this point. Where was I going? The wrong direction, that's where I was going. So we're just gonna swing a left over here and pick up this, oh, I have access to, Pig Cave for once in my life. That never happens. I might as well take this opportunity while I'm here, because I never have this opportunity. On the off chance that there may actually be something in this cave for me. We'll do this real quick and see what we get. I don't even know how many... Oh, that's not going to help me. I don't really need that shield. What the hell? We'll take it. I don't think I really need it, but the way I've been playing today, I might as well take it for good luck. It'll be a little more protective when I have to fight thieves. So we'll pick up the chest. And then we're going to head towards the temple now to see what the temple has for us. You know what? Let's do the chest first. I'm here. I have the chest. It doesn't take me too long now to get to Dark World since I have glove and hammer, so I can get back into the Dark World quite easily from the desert. Hope that chest is waterproof, because we're just going all the way through the water now. And off to make some progress over here. Let's see if we can actually get something worthwhile out of this mess. Hookshot! Bingo! That play was worth doing. And since I have all the other stuff I need, heading back up towards the desert was a good play. And now we can head up here and get into the Dark World, and we can see what we have hiding in the temple. But the mountain opens up 5, 10, 12, 15, between 12 and 15 checks, so. And I only need a handful to be lucrative on any level, so. I don't need anything crazy out of this. Just make it somewhat presentable that it was worth me coming over here to do this. I didn't want to have to do Agar to figure this out, but we still have the King's Tomb also in the Light World to do. So, I mean, we do have some places to go check out still. And that's a Triforce piece. I will take that. So, agate would have been nice. I wasn't doing agate by myself. Let's head to the mountain. Let's start knocking out some of the mountain. I could do light world and dark world on the mountain with the hook shot. And we'll knock out the light world side first. Then we'll work our way into the dark world side of it. I just hope Floating Island does not have anything amazing for us. I do not want to have to come back here and fight with that a second time. Unless I pick up it in the Hook Shot Cave or in the other caves. In case we get, whatchamacallit out of it. The mirror. The mirror would be perfect right now. And this one I'm going to have to do the long way because I don't have the mirror. Well, I got to do that from the top. That's just a shop. That's not going to do me no good. Okay. And going up this way, we'll be able to do Hera Tower also. So we can do Hera Tower if we stay in the light world long enough to do that. Which I think I'm going to do that play just because it's available to me and it really shouldn't be that difficult. Floating Cave has absolutely nothing of interest to me. And like I said, we're just going to go right over here and knock out Hera Tower because it's here, it's relatively simple, and it takes only a couple minutes to do. And I might actually get something good out of the deal. That's what I'm betting on. Is there anything down here worth my time? 10 arrows. No thank you. We'll check the back chest to see if we have basement access. And we don't. But we have access to the big key. And that'll put us up north. Now we're going to see if we're going to be able to do this in one shot. Or plenty of bombs now. So with this opening, it'll be a quick run up to the 4th floor. Cut him off at the pass. Like I said, we're at 16 right now. Okay, you're gonna be the thorn in my side, I see. Okay. Grab my bombs. We're gonna head up to the top floor here, the 5th floor, and we're gonna drop down and see what's in the big chest. Since it's opened up to us, might as well take that opportunity while I have it. You're still gonna wonder what's in the basement. That's my basement key right there, actually. Oh man, so you know what? Let's go for Moldorf. Moldorf is a free pass for me at the moment because if I don't survive this, it starts me on the basement anyway, or near the basement. And I'd rather have this opportunity and see if I need the basement, if I can defeat Hera. And if I don't defeat Hera, now I just start back at the beginning again. I'll do the basement part of it and hope for the best. How about we get away from the hole that's going to put me in the ground? Come on, little Hera. You're going to make my life difficult. I reckon that's a thing. Go back up there and do it again. This only takes 3 hits anyway. And actually, what I should have done was I have the mirror, the magic cape anyway, so as long as I got close enough to him on that 3rd shot, I could have just used the cape on him. So, things for me to keep in mind for the next time around. Get 2 good shots in and go right to the cape to finish him off. That was not what I wanted. That was not what I wanted, people. How about we just set the cape up and don't touch it? Can we do that? Can we do that without touching it? Good. We'll just leave that right where it is. It's on cape. It's going to hit the Y button when I'm ready. Like I said, something I was overdue for a troll seed anyway. That's my last heart piece anyway. Oh no, I had 2. Well, I just wasted 1. So we're sitting at 16 right now. We got 3 to go. If I can just get the mirror, we'd be all set. So I guess I could say that the troll item of the... I was going to say the troll piece of the night was going to be the mirror. But we're making do with what we have. Boy, he is not giving me anything tonight. Not going to give me an inch on this. Now, I'm hoping I'm not making the... One of these is going to give me an item. The other one is going to give me... What's that? The compass? And I'm just hoping I'm making the right decision fighting him instead of going down to the basement. Like I said, if I die, I start at the bottom. I mean, if I really want to be a stubborn son of a gun, I'd just go down and get a fairy and come back up here and go another round with this one. I mean, I still have, what, 5, 6, 7 checks once I get to the Dark World side of things. Boy, this is just not working out for me, is it? So, the troll of the night is probably just Moldorf. I'll tell you one thing, that whole half magic looks pretty good right about now. I'm glad I haven't wasted my magic yet. So we're going to head up and give this another go. Glad we started a little early tonight because I can see right now I'm going to need all the... I'm going to need all the time and help I can get tonight, apparently. Okay, grab that heart. And that was the last heart I had. Okay. Okay. Now, why am I on the boomerang? I don't want to deal with the boomerang. Boomerang's not going to help me in this at all. And we still have that key to the basement that I may or may not need. Boy, he's just not giving an inch tonight. Every now and then you get a boss that just has your number. And I'm going to go on a limb and say this one has my number tonight. That one definitely has my number for the evening. And let's hope this was not for nothing. Okay, it was for nothing. Okay, so we're gonna go back down to the basement and see what the last item was. Can't believe that didn't have anything in it. So, off to the basement we're gonna go. We're gonna see. At least this will be a quick check. It's not gonna take us long to get to the basement, and we still have this gem of a room. Let's see if I can get over here before I get hit. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna be firing these off the rest of the way. Everything from here on out should be straight at me. Anything that wants to come over near me right now is gonna get hit. And of course, they don't give you any life. All that for a heart piece. So, now, most people would probably just save and quit, but I know I need to go up north, and this place is in the Light World and Dark World I still need to go visit. Most of it's on the Dark World side at this point. Take out my frustrations on that. Okay, we're gonna have to go back down again. I'm not sticking around for another world of hurt with that. I have learned my lesson. So we're gonna do the Dark World side of things. Yes, maybe so. We're still on a decent pace tonight. I'm not worried about that. We have access to a ferry, which I'll take. And I just wasted an opportunity. It happens. So we're going to head right back up again. Since I don't have the abilities to do what I need to do here. Oh, happy accident. It actually did what I wanted to do. Okay. I love those happy little accidents. And we still have to do the Dark World side of things. So, bombs and arrows, which we didn't need. Still no mirror. Kind of hoping to get mirror sooner than later. Because it opens up one or two more things that I have not pondered into trying. Unless he just wants to give us the last 4 pieces of the Triforce, and I'll be happy with that. Blue mail. Well, we got 1 piece. So that'll give us what we need. We'll head on out. I don't know if there's any caves I'm missing right now, but now I'm just going to work my way up to the Dark World cave. There we go. I don't know why I'm going up this way. This is a long, long way of doing what I don't necessarily need to do. This is a very long way of doing what I need to do. Very long way. But, I mean, we'll get it done. It's just not probably the smartest way of doing this. I mean, we're going to be right by Hookshot Cave, so, I mean... So we'll have that access. We know there's nothing good on Floating Island. Nor do I have the arrows, what do we call it? We don't have the mirror to do what we need to do with that anyway, so one less headache for me to worry about, I suppose. $18 pieces? Oh, that was not good. That was not what we wanted to do. And we got another heart piece. Let's do this. That's the other boomerang. So we have both boomerangs at this point. This was a dud, but we do have a little bit of looking around to do on the bottom. One of these is going to be a two check area. But this is the one I need 2 checks. So we're going to do this a long way since we don't have the mirror. Trying to think here. I could go back and get that half magic that would come in handy up against Thief. This is kind of a rough seed for me. That might be a good play. It might not be such a bad play actually. Getting half magic and then going running the final whatever on Thieves. We got all 3 pendants, which is nice. Sure, why not? I guess we can do that. Let's go to Sanctuary. We'll work our way towards the Dark World, but also I can do Tut's Tomb, the King's Tomb, see what we have there. I mean, we have full access to it anyway, we might as well do it. May this actually be the 20th piece and make my life easier. That would have been too much to ask for. But that does open up the opportunity now to now we head back to the Dark World. We can look at getting the half magic. I guess we could do half magic through Bumper Cave. Go back into Thieves. And from Thieves we can work our way over to the top of no, we can't do that. We need the mirror for that. Well, we could do let's see if we can do Bumper Cave real quick. Bumper Cave would be a good play. Half magic would help us. I've only been saying that for how long now? Might as well actually go out there and finish it. So we'll just move that out of our way. At least this is a pretty quick you know, all those years of playing Zelda and did not realize you can just do that and get by this whole thing. I always assumed you needed to have the hook shot to do that. Okay, so now we'll go back into up here should be a fairy cave, and I'm not gonna hate on the fact I want to do this. That didn't work the way I wanted to, so let's see what we have at the shop. Maybe we'll have something good there. So we have bottles with crap inside, I assume. So we have a green bottle and a blue bottle. So I'm not going to mess with the bottles at the moment. What I should do is just figure out where I can get a fairy real quick. And work our way to Thieves. For some reason, every time I want to go to Thieves, I don't have any hearts available to me. But if I come in here and spend, what, 20 rupees? I can get my hearts back. 10 rupees. How many hearts? Best deal in town. Like I said, never did find the mirror in this seed. So we're just gonna run back real quick, go get the princess again, and we'll just see if we can I mean, we have enough hearts now. We have magic. We have a bunch of cool things. I just kicked myself for not bringing her all the way up when I backed out of it. But we'll fix that real quick, won't we? I tell you, I cannot win with these people. Cannot win. Like I said, no winning. Lack of there. Did not get... Well, we beat the two hard ones. Now if they regenerate, it's a different story. At least I can say I took them out at least. So now we'll just come back this way. Get a couple more hearts out of this when I'm all done. And I'm hoping she's going to have the missing piece to what I need. Oh, something tells me it's not going to go that smooth. But that's what we have the blue potion for. Make my life a little easier. Grab an extra heart here. I'm just going to double check to see if anybody else has a heart for me. You got a bomb. So we're just going to have that keep on standby. Let's get that blue shell going. And I'm just gonna... There we go. And when we're ready for the last one, I'm just gonna go right into kick mode. Come over here, kick your rear end a little bit. Now let's hope that was the Triforce. That's arrows. Arrows I'll take, because that opens up pod for us. That opens up the rest of Eastern Palace. I think I said Eastern still had something for us in it. Okay. Now how do we want to play this? Do we want to do Eastern or do we want to do pod? I would say pod only because Eastern we've been through most of. Pod is brand new. Pods should have at least one piece in there. Especially since I'm working against the fact I don't have a mirror. Since I don't have a mirror available to me, I have to play conservatively at some level. And in doing so, pick something that we haven't been in yet, so you have the more options. And that's exactly what we're doing. Law of Averages says this is going to be much better of an opportunity for us. And I said this wasn't going to be a quick one. I've had two good, really good seeds in a row. I was due for a trolley seed and did not disappoint. The troll seeds did not disappoint tonight. The trolley gods have said, bring us a good person who has good seeds, and we will find a way to troll them tonight. And by goodness, if the mirror gods did not say go away. So we're going to start off with got full magic. And having that bow and arrow is going to make dealing with the mimics a lot easier. And like I said, that's the only reason why I'm even doing this, is because I got that bow and arrow set now. We're going to have a bunch of checks. May one of them give us what we need. I'm hoping they'll give us what we need. I'll take that extra bomb that I don't need. Now let's get the arrows ready to go. And I'm going to save those bombs right now too. Let's see how we can deal with this. I'm getting better. I have improved a lot with that since I first started doing this seed. Before I started doing this stuff, it was always a crapshoot how many times I was gonna get hit and get killed along the way, but we're holding our own pretty well now. We should get a key out of this, which we do. Now we'll go back to the beginning again. And we'll start clearing out some of the checks that we have available to us. We should have 2 chests, at least. 2 chests, another room, 2 more chests, so that's 4. Trying to think what else. We have 4 chests, 6 chests. Yeah, so we have 6 chests to check through. So, I mean, plenty of opportunities to get just 1 Triforce piece. And I wouldn't mind to see it sooner than later, to be honest. But we're in great position right now. Okay, magic back in logic. Big key. That's always nice to see. So with the big key, the big chest is open to us, plus everything else. At least we have some options now to work off of. I still say we're in good shape. Another key. So we're just going to come up here and knock out the back half of this. I'm hoping this is a better choice than I'm playing a little more risky than I normally do, but good reason. Okay, we got the map. Let's see here how well we are with this. I'm hoping I hit that one. So did I get the other one? Okay, I did get it. I'll take the one hit. I'll take the one hit and make this out alive. Okay, so we have one check here. Compass. Everything else that's in the back dark room is going to be a bonus for us. So let's knock those out real quick. Go left. All this is going to be a bonus to us. The problem is this is all going to be in the dark room, and I need to make some smart decisions. Unless I get myself stuck in this room. I mean, that's a possibility too. This was probably a mistake on my part. But we can pull up that map again. Let's pull up that map again and we'll take a look at what this dark room looks like. Let's see here. Because I am still not good enough with that to do that, apparently. Houston, okay, that. House of Darkness, okay. So we're going to break this out real quick. Let's see here. Back to the map where we're at. So we're up against this wall here. Come down a little bit. Over. Unless I already hit that. Where do I need to go? I don't know where I'm stuck exactly. Oh, this is frustrating because I have no idea where I am on this. I can't even figure out where I'm at this point. I think I'm up against the wall there. I have no idea where I'm at. all this work, I should get at least one chest out of this. And this is how I end up losing a seed, because I don't know where the hell I'm going. And there is no redeeming quality on this at this point. There is a road down for me, I just don't know how to get to it. And the problem is that's going to kill everything that's going to be giving me any chance to see where how I'm going. And right now, I think I would just be happy getting out of this room. I may just have to cut my losses on this level. Well, I'm right at the bottom now. So that tells me I'm all the way at the bottom here on the left. I have to come up a little bit. Up a little bit. Okay, come down a little bit. Oh, you're gonna be that little bastard, aren't you? Okay, that's the butter sword. Oh, that was painful to try to do. And then now I gotta figure out how to get myself back out. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. There's one on the boss. I will go back in now and just deal with the boss. I'm not going to spend another 15-20 minutes fighting with that, trying to get out of it. Sometimes you just gotta know when Dark World, Dark Room access is just not your friend. I promise you that was not my friend. And it just dawned on me, I have access to the witch's hut. So, I wonder if there was a piece in the hut. Or something of value in the hut that I didn't think about till just now. It's too late for me to go back and deal with that. So, I'm not going to deal with it. We did get the butter sword out of the deal, so, yay me. Debating if I want to actually finish off this boss, but there is item progression. Is either thing in the chest is going to be progression, or sitting on the boss is progression. Or both could be progression at this point. I'm just not going to sit here and sit there in the room for 20 minutes trying to figure out where I need to be. That much I can tell you right now I'm not doing. So we got as far as we're going to get on that. Get everybody over to one side. Drop down. Now let's make everybody's life easy. Get the arrows out. Use the boomerang. Managing to get that red cane earlier, it's going to come in handy. Well, it ain't going to come in handy if it's sitting up against the wall like that. You know, you can put a cane that high up there anyway. Okay, so we're just going to grab up our arrows. Boy, that's rough. And this is not going to get any easier for me because there's more back office stuff that I'm not going to fight with. So where can I go that I can actually get access to? Still can't do all of let's think. Where do I want to go? Go to Sanctuary. The mirror has been the biggest troll of the whole seed. So we're at 19. Now I just gotta think, where can I get the last piece? What is open to us that I'm not thinking about? Let's think. I still haven't done the witch's hut. We can do that real quick. We don't have the book to get into Eastern Desert. I'm sure Desert's hiding something good. But we don't have a way to get in there, so ends up not being a play for us. It'll be sad if this was the play all along and I just was going on a wild goose chase. We got this, we got Magic Bat. Oh, I never did get Mushroom. But we got Magic Bat, so that's an option. Let's go do Magic Bat, see what Magic Bat has for us. Magic Bat may be a play. Even if it gives us progression to get us to where we need to be, I'll be happy. Ideally, I would love this to be the final play. We've already been through the temple already. So we already got all the progression from that we're going to get. Okay, let's see here. There we go. There's our magic. If this don't work, I'm going to have to really think hard about where we're going to go next. And... son of a... oh, you... oh, you know, sometimes when you get trolled, you just get trolled hard. Where do I want to go? Where do I take that? Where do I even go with that? Man, that's rough. I know the mirror's been trolling me the whole seed, but the lamp showing up there Well, I've had two good seeds. This one was going to end up being a trolley seed, but it is what it is. Make do with what I got here, and apparently a lot of pain and anguish is what I got from this. Boy, that's rough. Boy, that was rough, but at least we thought our way through it. So Magic Bat was the locking mechanism for the lamp. So Dark World Lamp. And now that I have lamp, knocking this out shouldn't be difficult. Crazy. I don't have words for this one. Some days you have its number, some days it has your number, and yeah, this one's got my number today. And it happens. I ain't gonna be mad at it. Sometimes they just get your number. Please dial 1 before dialing the area code and number, please. Now I want to see if I missed anything in here. I am so glad that was not the missing piece to my puzzle. That would have been painful. But that also means I never got the other chest, because I don't think I got the other chest out of this one. Oh, I did get the other chest, okay. Stand corrected. The one I thought I got, I didn't, and the one I didn't think I got. So that's everything from there. And that means the final piece is going to be on the boss. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm thinking that might be what it is. An extra piece on the boss, and I'm hoping it's going to be what I need. Get the arrows, the boomerang out. Now, do I want to do this, or do I just choose to go into? Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Now, do I need the red? Or do I need the blue? I think I need the red. We'll find out. There we go. That's what we want. So we'll see what we have here. I stopped here because this needs the lamp to do, and I don't have the lamp, and I wasn't willing to fight with that in the dark. If the first side was difficult, the second one wasn't going to be any easier for me. So let's get our hammer ready. And I am not messing around anymore. Get my all my bombs that I'm going to have. I'm going to be smart. I'm going to exit back out. Get my hammer ready, because I know I'm going to need it. Might as well just leave that hammer up there the rest of the way. Okay, so that got me through there. What am I missing? Besides my sanity. So we got all the hearts I'm going to have for this seed. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I can't count, or I can't hit one of the two. Now we get the arrows. Ouch. Okay, save and quit. We'll just do Eastern Palace. Give that one a run for this money. See if that's going to make the difference. This has just been a rough seed. We just clipped the 2-hour mark, so Troll Seed was right on the mark the whole time. So let's see what we get now. I'm hoping Easton's got something, because I do not want to have to go back into pot again. So we'll see. We'll see where we're at. There's nothing hiding on back of escape. We managed to clear that out. I'm not even gonna bother with them. Man on a mission at this point. I do have a couple of questions for after this seed. We had 14 by like 38 minutes or 40 minutes into the seed, so kind of wondering where it all stalled out. I mean, we never got to see desert in the seed. We never found the mirror. We never found... Well, we found the lamp way towards the end of the seed. I mean, magic bat lamp. And at this point, I don't know where we should have gone. I don't know what would have made a big difference. Really don't know what the play would have, not the God tier play should have been on this one. I mean, sometimes the God tier seed solution is not even Sometimes there is no god tier solution to a problem. But this is why you play the game, because you never know. So we'll load up on our bombs, arrows. Make sure my hearts are topped off, which they are. And like I said, at this point, we're missing a dungeon item, so I don't think this was worth doing. Everything else in the seed seems to be quite trolly as it is. Let's work myself out of that. All that for the compass, that was nothing left. Now I'm just going to think about where to go. We've got... you know where we can... I know where to go. I have an idea. It's kind of out there in left field and whatnot. But you know what? 2 hours into the seed, I'm up for a wild game of cat and mouse. I can think of a place where I know a route that is out there in left field that may or may not do what we want it to do. Do Aga. If I do Aga, that would open up the flute that's still sitting on Lumberjack. And I can definitely flute over to Desert, get into the Dark World with that. Wouldn't be able to get back from the Dark World, but I can go to the Dark World. That opens up 2 checks for me, so that's a possibility. So that's an option. That might be my best option at this point, because I don't really have much of an option. Aga just gives me the ability to... Does Aga open up? Do you need to do Aga to get to Lumberjack, or do you just need the magic? Oh, I'm not going to risk it this late in the game. I'll lick my wounds and I'll just do this to get through it, but... I'm just going to lick my wounds and say, you know what? Screw it. We'll just do this and get through this as best I can. Okay, that didn't do what I wanted to do. That should be my key. Like I said, every now and then it's just one of those seeds. How about we just go up there? Just work our way through this real quick. We have the butter sword at this point. I don't know what that opens. There's the key. Take the key up the stairs. I'm just thinking flute opens up a couple more checks anyway. We might as well do it. You know, it would open up more if we had the mirror. Just saying. And okay, we'll just dodge that bullet there. Try to dodge that bullet. And I'm hoping this is all I need to do now to get into Lumberjack, because Lumberjack's going to have that flute for us. And that will, like I said, open up a couple of places for us real quick. And at this point, I hope that's the answer, because I don't have many more options. I don't want to do pot again. I don't want to go into Skull Woods. I definitely don't want to do that. I could go into Misery Mire. Don't want to do that. At least that's something I would consider doing. At least that's something for consideration. On a scale from 1 to I want to do this, is that one ends up being a 0 in my book, going into Skull Woods. So this is just going to be time consuming, and we're just going to deal with what's ever left of the seed. Okay, so let's go get our flute. Hopefully I didn't just screw myself by being stuck in the dark world now. I really hope I just didn't screw myself with that. Oh good, it didn't. Let's do Sanctuary. Let's go get our flute. I believe agate was part of the requirement for this. So let's just head up here. There was rupees on the floating island, so that was on the standalone island. So there was no future in that for us. This will get us our flute. It should be our flute. I'm glad we started early because this was a rough one. Now we'll head down to the village. We'll get this opened up. And then we'll figure out where we're going to go. I mean, I have an idea where I want to go, but and now I gotta see where else I want to go, because number 6. Let's see what number 6 has for us. The only place I can't go is into Checkerboard Cave due to not having the mirror. But I can get into Misery Mire from here. And if I need to, I will. If I have to Misery Mire this, I will have to. There's Desert. And there's the final piece. Now we get the book for Desert. Which... Now we gotta do this the long way because we still don't have the mirror. So... At least we'll have somewhat of a respectable time. We should still be sub 215 when we're done. Boy, that was just a rough seed. Sir, I have been kicked around one too many times. The hell with you. 214.50. That was a rough one. Kind of stiff actually from that, sitting here like that the whole time. After two really good seeds. The eggplant did manage to and once we get to the good stuff, we'll see where we're at, and then we'll find somebody to raid for the evening. But man, that was rough. Let's work our way down to the good, important stuff. So let's see the important stuff, see what we have. The flute at 209 was rough. A lot of hits, a lot of bonks, one death only, but 117 checks, 211.47. Yep, that was a hard one tonight. So let's go find a person to raid this evening, see who's still streaming right now. Let's see here. We have average frustrated gamer. Well, I'm starting to feel like I'm living up to his name tonight. Let's do the raid. He's doing Zelda inverted keys tonight. So let's go raid him. Give a retro hello to him. We'll be back Thursday night, around 9 p.m. to do another seed. So until then, I will see everybody on Thursday. Have a good rest of your night.